We know how wild restarts can be, and looking at the last 9 Kentucky races,
I don't know, 34 laps to go at the Quaker State 400.
Just north of 30 laps to go, and we have had 2 overtime finishes, including last year in 2019 with the Bush brothers beating and banging all the way to the checkered flag.
All right. So you're saying this is the final caution. Jeff and I are saying we don't think.
What I'm saying, I think there's a chance.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
We're really getting to see 2 of the best cars.
30 laps.
Here in this race, going head to head on that front row. Mark Truex Jr. leader, Ryan Blaney in second.
Come on, Kurt. Come on, Kurt.
Of course, you got Ryan Blaney has a teammate, Brad Keselowski, that can help push him into turn 1. Kurt Busch for Mark Truex Jr.
Any of the front 4 can win this, and quite a few that are a little further back. You're going to listen to Kurt Busch's spotter, Tyler Green, the number 1.
Come on, Kurt. Come on, Kurt.
This is the final restart of the day.
5. Ready?
Go. Look at the 48. Got a good start. Wow, look at the 48. Look at that great start 48 got.
Look at Jimmy Johnson.
See 3 wide, Kyle Busch to the inside.
He's got momentum too.
Johnson.
Oh, Johnson, he got wiggly.
Jimmy Johnson jumping from 9th to 6th here. And William Byron right with him in 7th.
Internet connection.
Kevin Harvick goes to the inside of Brad Keselowski. Remember, these guys have a little bit fresher tires. See if they can't do something with them. Jimmy Johnson, William Byron. Oh, Keselowski gets a little bit loose.
Oh, look it. Good push. Oh,
What?
What happened? Come on.
Alright, there we go.
Nice
Right here.
recovery.
Restart your video. Right there.
No, it's good. It's good.
Alright.
And that vaults Johnson up to 5th place. Byron to 6th. Keselowski back to 7th.
It's good now.
Challenging. Passing. Nice recovery.
Oh, Blaney.
Oh, there goes Kurt.
William Byron goes up the racetrack. He's going to lose that spot.
Whoa! Look at Johnson.
Here comes Jimmy Johnson on Kevin Harvick.
Whoa! Wow!
Jimmy, very strong.
Wow!
He's going to be for third
From
position.
6th to 3rd, 5th to 3rd.
The freshest Goodyear tires.
And he
Wow! He's got like 11 laps fresher tires. That's why.
Oh, look at Blaney.
Blaney's closing right back up on the leader, and 1.4 back comes the 7-time champion.
Tyler Reddick gets to the outside of Denny Hamlin as Matt DiBenedetto, Chris Buescher go to the
Sit right here.
inside.
Jimmy Johnson 3rd, leading the Hendrick fleet of Camaros.
Yeah, I know one guy sitting at home enjoying his birthday. Like to see those Hendrick Chevys get a little bit further up there, maybe get a win because it's Rick Hendrick's birthday today.
Oh, wow.
Did you ever win on his birthday weekend?
Well, we may or may not have looked it up. I was a little early. I gave it to him early.
Just a
maybe
day or 2.
4 days.
That's okay. Better early than late.
It's a long, many years ago. Mark Truex Jr. just put up his fastest lap of the race. Matter of fact, I think it might be the overall, well, close to it. Jimmy Johnson actually put up the fastest lap of the race, 29.84, just a lap ago.
Wow. Ooh. There's Keselowski. I wonder if Keselowski goes around the Harvick, will he have enough to catch Johnson?
Wait a minute. But they're in 9th place accomplished. Isn't that car?
What? McDowell?
Michael McDowell?
Well, it's broken and it's in
Car on the wall, John Hunter Nemechek.
Oh!
Oh.
That'll put us back under caution.
Damage to
Oh,
the nose,
man.
to the right rear.
Whatever to Amaro's car.
John Hunter Nemechek was running 27, 2 laps down at the time of that
Even the Benedetto.
incident.
You know, I heard his teammates crew chief Drew Blickensterfer on the radio this morning, and he was saying, Front Row
Drew
Motorsports
Blickenster.
has never finished the season with a car in the top 25 in owner points, and right now, coming into this race, both their cars are in the top 25. And Nemechek having a bout with the wall
Yeah, you could
puts
see.
us under caution.
You know, we
Ha, ha.
talk about
grinding
there-
up.
where that
Yeah.
traction compound is, and you run in it, you build the rubber up, and you build
Oh,
the
there's
grip
not
up
one.
in that traction compound. But if you get higher, as we saw John Hunter Nemechek get higher, there's a lot of debris up there and marbles that allows the car to lose all that grip, and that looks to me like what happened to John Hunter Nemechek. All right, Larry Mack, do your
Well,
magic, buddy.
If I'm running in, say, the top 8 to 12, I've already sent the pit box back to the hall.
You stay out.
No
You got what you
way
got.
I'm coming now. If you're at the back half, absolutely, especially one of those drivers that took the wave around.
We're going to see a lot of faking
So much for
out
Trent.
going on.
No, Bush!
What?
And here's a taker. Just one?
They're going to work on that broke car some more.
Almirola, Bowman,
And a few further back, including Eric Almirola, who's led the most laps today.
I guess he could do that.
Eric Jones,
Well,
Alex
they're right
Bowman, and
behind
Nemechek
top
who brought out
10
the
as well.
caution.
Yeah. But Bush, though. Interesting.
They're still working on this car.
Kyle Busch pitted from 9th position, the others from further on
Turn and a
back.
half. Or turn
You
and
get a
a
feeling here in Kentucky, the fun's just getting started.
What do you think, Jackson?
They're fixing his car.
There's never been a more critical time. Fox News Media brings America together. America is watching. News and fearless debate. We are invested in you. From Wall Street to Main Street to your street. America is listening. Wherever you are. On radio and podcasts.
Now, only in the Subway app or
Where's
online. Get
Sesame
$5 footlongs when you buy 2. Subway, live fresh.
Crack open summer with the taste of freedom. Budweiser's red, white, and blue camo cans. Available for a limited time only. In stores now.
You get used to pet odors in your car. You think it smells fine, but your passengers smell this. Eliminate odors you've gone nose blind to for up to 30 days with the Febreze Car Vent Clip.
I don't know.
It smells good in here.
So you and your passengers can breathe happy.
Beefaroni.
That crewman on John Hunter Nemechek's car is swinging for the fences as he tries to pound out that fender. Which reminds us, Major League Baseball on Fox returns July 25th. Baseball is back, and of course, America's home for baseball this summer, as always.
If you were
Put
a
that
Martian,
member
what would
in
you
the
name?
lineup,
There you
Mike.
go. Fox and FS1.
Baseball is back. The
Here
Quaker
in
State
Kentucky, there is
400.
the trophy and the
Whenever you were a
jukebox
racist
that awaits
Martian,
the
what would
winner.
you pick?
20 laps from
baseball?
now, not including overtime.
Just rubbing it in, Mike.
What's that?
One of those things I never got to.
What do you mean, dodgeball, or they have to make
I'm sorry,
got
Jeff.
to take home. And I love jukeboxes. I love music. That's a cool trophy. You got to work hard to get that done here, and these boys are ready to fire it up for this final. Well, it could be. I don't know, Mike. Now, what do you think? Is this going to be the final restart? We got about 20 laps to go. I think there
it
might be
could
one more.
How does all this keep dry in the rain?
You've got Ryan Blaney and 5 series champions up front.
With his umbrella.
Look, Jimmy's third.
Jimmy's third. All right.
We're told that Hey 19 is B4 on the jukebox.
Okay.
I could
How
tell you a
does
lot of
zombies
things
pay
in
for
my
their
headset. I mean,
groceries?
some of them you want to hear, and then
Where's
there's
the money?
But that was a good one. Little Steely Dan. All right.
All right, Dad. Restart.
His car is in.
Your dad is so
It'll be 19 to go in Kentucky. Who
All right, here we
gets
go.
the jukebox? Let's find out.
Yeah.
Jimmy!
Oh!
Jimmy!
What did you do that for?
Keselowski!
See coming, Mike. Caution is out. Jimmy Johnson moved down to try to block that big run coming from Brad Keselowski. Jimmy did a similar move.
That was Keselowski.
Was able to make up some
Why
spots.
would he do
Keselowski
that?
tried it that time, and he and Jimmy Johnson come together.
Looks like Jimmy's got a tire rub as a result.
Come on, Brad. Why? Why did you do that?
The time of caution.
Come on, Brad.
Brad, you're supposed to let Logano do that to you.
Oh my gosh, Brad.
It is not
Come on.
But then again, he is the one guy who
so that
doesn't
you
live.
can't advance.
That's what happened to. That's what happened at Talladega from Kevin Harvick.
Is crossed prior to the caution flag, where you see Jimmy going around off the bumper of Brad's number 2.
Come on.
Yeah, what you saw, Jimmy was up there pushing the 12 of Blaney, and Brad Keselowski kind of had a little bit of a run, waited a little bit further back. I mean, he did it perfectly, timed it perfectly, and Jimmy just wasn't there quick enough to try to put that block on and turned himself around.
Johnson went down too late.
Yeah.
That's what, it's really tough. You know, you're focused on the car ahead of you. You're trying to push Blaney if you're Jimmy Johnson, and you're focused on getting up through the gears and pushing him to try to get by Mark Truex Jr. And at the same time, you got to look up in your mirror real quick, because it happens fast.
Yeah, Johnson went down
It's
too
just so
late.
hard to anticipate that move that Brad Keselowski made right
Johnson
there.
went down too late.
Here's what Brad had to say.
Ridiculous. Run me off the racetrack. I don't run people off the racetrack like that.
Well, you know, this is what we talk about. Inside 20 laps to go, there's just no give and take. And when somebody gets a run like that, if you're Brad Keselowski and you have that run, you're not going to lift. You're going to go all the way to the grass if you have to. And if you're Jimmy Johnson, you're going to put as big of a block on as you can. I think, you know, when Jimmy looks back at this, he's going to maybe wish he could have gotten down there a little bit quicker to block that
Come
run
on,
that Brad had
Brad.
going. You can see he sees it coming at the last minute or last second. And Brad just not going to lift.
Doesn't look like, other than that one tire rub, doesn't look like much damage on Johnson's car.
No, the real damage is just the fact that you're going to have to come down pit road and lose all that track position, and you were third, and now you're going to be the tail end of the lead lap in, what, 24th?
Wow, that's crazy.
Pretty heavy contact with the right front of Keselowski's car. Hopefully it is clear of the tire. So again, we go back to the last scoring loop crossed before the caution, the moment of caution.
Yeah, the only issue here, Mike, is just that left rear will rub that left rear tire. So when they come down, they'll clearance that. Probably one of the least sensitive areas on the race car aerodynamically is that quarter panel behind the left rear.
And Johnson is tail end of the lead lap anyway, so.
And Mike, it appears to me that Blaney just had crossed the timing loop that's just past the exit of pit road on the racetrack. I mean, he just barely was beyond that. And your point, it's not the moment of caution, unless it's the end of the race. It's where they cross that last loop.
Well, so Blaney's
And the reason
gonna
for
be
that,
leader now.
NASCAR installed these scoring loops around every racetrack in multiple locations. And the reason for that rule is so that drivers, when they see the caution flag waving, they can't try to pick up positions in the time of caution and perhaps cause a bigger problem.
So let's watch the 12 and the 19. I think it was a nose ahead. Can I say that in Kentucky, Mike?
Winning by a nose? Yes, you can, especially in Kentucky. You see those big puffy clouds? They're not all
Are they still
friendly.
fixing the car?
A couple of sprinkles reported up on the spotter stand.
You mean urgency? That's what I call that in those
Yeah.
clouds.
That's right, urgent. That's the flip side of Jukebox Hero, I think. These little pop-up showers have been a problem here all weekend. Hey, it's July, it's Kentucky. This is the weather you're going to have.
I've
You
been
just
to
have to come up
Yeah.
Went up to
the
Kentucky
Ohio
all the way
River
to
Valley out of
Cincinnati.
nowhere,
Yeah.
and
Went to Ohio, yeah.
sometimes in
Cincinnati
Sheldon
with the
Creed's
Canton.
case, that's a friendly
It was
rain
snowing.
shower because at the end of stage 2 in the truck race, he was the winner. When it continued to rain here last night, NASCAR called it. Creed the winner. Austin Cindric doubled up in the Xfinity Series. doubleheader here. Christopher Bell having a good run here in 6th place.
So, FedEx and the
Martin
King, huh?
Truex was the most popular pick to finish 1st or 2nd by the players in our free Fox Bet Super 6 game today. The jackpot's up to $120,000, and after today, it goes away. So a while back, I was told that 47 players had 5 of the 6 answers, drivers in the correct positions to cash in. 5 of the 6. Nobody had exactly 6, and maybe we can get a further update here.
Well, you know what that tells me, Mike? Nobody went with the picks other than Kurt Busch that I predicted before this race started.
So, Martin Truex, can he get any help from behind on this next restart?
Tell Ford to get on me quickly. We got to go.
So,
Truex Jr. has to get a little help from Kevin Harvick.
So he's assuming he'll restart on the inside because every
I think
leader has chosen the
Keselowski is gonna
outside
work
lane
with
for the
Kurt.
restarts today to get up into that traction compound down in the corner.
Well, and what you
This
have to deal
basically
with
helped
if you're
Harvick.
on the front
Johnson
row,
spun out.
as we just saw with
Now he
Jimmy
has a
Johnson
shot
and
for the win
Brad
again.
Keselowski,
Yeah.
but let's say you're Ryan Blaney and you've got Kurt Busch behind you. Kurt Busch would like to give you a push, you know, to get himself in a better position, but at some point he might want to take you 3 wide if he has a run and he can get position to the outside. So you can never be guaranteed that person, once they get to your rear bumper, is going to stay there.
A little more audio from Martin Truex and company.
It's all good, man. You'll be better than these ballbacks. Get a nice restart here. You can drive back past me either way, so no stress.
The one that stressed is the crew chief, James Small.
Yes, giving his driver a pep talk. I think just about all the necessary adrenaline is right there, up in those front 4 spots.
Hey, Dad, is this
So
race going
Blaney,
good?
If he chooses the outside, and he likely will, or did, excuse me, he did, he'll have Kurt Busch behind him, last year's winner. Truex will be on the inside with Kevin Harvick behind him. Now, behind them, what role will Brad Keselowski in the 2 or Christopher Bell in the 95 play in this restart?
Well, we know what Brad Keselowski's going to do. We just saw it happen on the last restart.
Go to the inside and keep his foot to the floor.
Absolutely.
All right, will this be the final restart? Is this the run for the roses? Pace car's in, it'll be 13
Come
laps
on,
to
Kurt.
go. Blaney on the outside, Truex on the inside. Here we go.
All right, here we
To
go.
settle the Quaker State 400.
Green flag. Oh, Harvick!
Kevin Harvick taking him 3 wide, goes to
Oh,
the
wow.
inside.
Keselowski,
No way, is he going to steal one here?
Keselowski trying to go with him. Oh, Truex gets loose.
Whoa!
Unbelievable, 3
He
wide.
clears
for
them
second place.
3 wide.
Harvick takes the lead 3 wide. Back in that next row back also. This would be unbelievable for Kevin Harvick. Never won here at this track.
Wait, how did Austin Dillon made it the top 5?
Wide in the middle.
I know, huh?
Oh, look at all those cars!
For comfort, McDowell get jostled around there.
I don't see any way. We don't get another caution here, Mike. This is wild and crazy.
McDowell and Logano, both the yellow cars getting bounced.
Dillon's in 5th.
Yesterday, Kevin Harvick's son won his first ever go-kart race.
Oh, that's cool.
Kevin said the pressure was on him today, and look at this.
Well, the pressure's really on him right now, Mike, because Mark Truex Jr. really cut down that lead that last time through 3 and 4. Let's go back and watch this restart.
No push.
Well, this time Brad Keselowski decided to push Kevin Harvick instead of go the inside, and that gave Kevin Harvick the momentum to go to the inside and make it 3 wide. I really thought Truex Jr. and Blaney were going to get back to the outside of Harvick down the back straightaway, but it just didn't happen.
The Truex got loose in the middle of the corner, so couldn't mount a charge down the back stretch. And we're coming to 10 to go. Kevin Harvick has won at every track on the circuit but this one.
Well, he could not have executed a better restart from that 3rd position to try to get that first win here at Kentucky than he did right there.
So there's the not very long list. Yes, the Roval at Charlotte. He's won on the Oval, okay? But he's never won in Kentucky. 9 laps away from eclipsing his previous best
Wow.
finish of fifth.
Imagine if he wins the Bowl.
Mike,
Here
he
comes
just
2X.
ran the fastest lap that he has run in this race at lap 2:58.
Fifth place, Kurt Busch, Cole Custer.
Well, and we talked about Kevin Harvick, Rodney Childers trimming that race car out, showing us such great speed, straightaway speed, but it needs clean air. He has that clean air now. What's he going to do with it? Because that car has been struggling further back in the field all day long.
And these two have disappeared from Ryan Blaney and Brad Keselowski. The two Penske teammates will be left to fight it out for third. And then Kurt Busch and Cole Custer, you saw a second ago, they're 3.5 back. It's a runaway for Harvick and Truex.
Right down here, turns 3 and 4 is where Kevin's really struggling, and we saw Truex. There he goes.
Oh, here he comes.
Whoa, it goes Truex.
Could be inside into warning sight.
I think Kevin might be able to hold on to that outside through 1 and 2, but it's 3 and 4 where he's really struggling. Oh, Truex pushed.
Oh, that was close.
Well, Truex wanted to get all 4 tires up into the traction compound. He got 2 up there. That helped. But now he's down on the bottom again.
Oh, caution is out.
Oh, caution? What happened? There's a caution?
Matt Kenseth.
Kenseth.
Of course, Matt Kenseth.
Again.
Oh, it looks like he got some help.
That was Newman.
He goes around, not all the way around, just gets sideways and heads down pit road.
They used to be teammates
What? Oh, wow.
at
Man.
Roush Fenway. And that's the
Get in the
second
gut.
spin of the day for Kenseth. The first
So-
one got lap 154.
So Kurt Busch's teammates wrecked.
Cautions for
He got
cause.
pushed.
And we've had 4 more here in the last 22 laps.
Is this gonna be the
Man.
last?
Larry, I'm
Catch your
taking your,
breath for
I'm
this
taking
last
your
week.
trends book and I'm burning it after today. How's that?
Well, I'm just kind of glad that we're at least having cautions here in the latter part of the race.
Kevin Harvick was 19th when those green flag pit stops started back at lap 208. We've had 4 cautions since then, and he's the leader.
Well, it hasn't fared too well for the leader in our last 2 restarts,
No,
Mike.
That's true. The closer. Out in front with 6 to go. I liked in his interview, Jeff, what that you did with him on the pace laps, where he says that, you know, as we all know as dads, you're so much prouder of what your kids do than what you can do. And yesterday, his son Keelan won his first ever win in the go-kart. You see Kevin is holding his mask.
That's cool.
As he poses with the family. That's Piper, their daughter in the picture as well, with Delana and Keelan.
That's so cool.
Score the weekend sweep and go for 2 for 2. Stay tuned. Settle it.
Kentucky's
At
back.
Kentucky Speedway, maybe this time will be the charm and the final restart of this race. In the last 20 or so laps, 4 caution flags and the closer. Kevin Harvick has found his way to the front. Not sure Martin Truex, though, is done with him, though, Jeff.
No, Mike, he's not. And what's going to happen, it all is dictated by what happens in the second row. So you've got Ryan Blaney and Brad Keselowski. They're the pushers. They're the ones that are going to decide, do I push one of these drivers forward, or do I try to split them and make a move just like Kevin Harvick just did from that 3rd position? I don't think this thing is over by any means yet.
But Kevin Harvick got a push from Brad Keselowski in the 5th position. So maybe it's the 3rd row that's the control row here.
Sure, it could be.
Well, we're about to find out. As we're set for what could be the final restart. Is it the 4th or 5th time we've said this could be the final restart? 4 to go right now. Harvick and Truex on the front row. Blaney and Keselowski, row 2. Kurt Busch and Cole Custer, row 3. How about the rookies? Custer in 6th. Christopher Bell in 10th. Tyler Reddick in 13th. 3 rookies in the top 15 right now. Here's some Team 19.
Yeah, that's again. Clay. I don't know why you're like stressed out more than I am here. You need to relax. Oh, I'm relaxed. I just, dang it, that car's supposed to have to wait 2 times.
Come on, Martin.
He's trying to calm down his spotter. Oh my gosh.
Listen, you don't think everybody on this team gets emotionally involved in everything that goes on out there? Absolutely, man. A lot on the line for every one of these guys.
I want to see what the 1 and the 41 do from the 3rd row. Do either of them push somebody into a position to jump out and take the lead?
My God, watch that 2-car, Brad Keselowski in 4th. This is where this race was won in overtime a year ago. Kurt Busch restarted in the outside of row 2 and 4.
Yeah, I don't think from the 5th position or 6th position you can win it, but from this 2nd row, if Brad Keselowski gets a great start and kind of fakes Kevin Harvick, he could easily be 3 wide as they go into turn 1.
All right, Daniel Suarez got the free pass.
All right, green. All right, here we go. All right,
Here we go.
green flag.
2 laps to go.
2 to go here at Kentucky.
That's going to be Cole Custer.
Come on, Benedetto.
Oh, look at Cole Custer.
He got a push from that.
Come on, Benedetto.
And he's staying in that upper
Come on,
group.
Benedetto.
Harvick back to
Oh,
the outside
Harvick
of
got the lead.
There goes Custer.
Oh, contact. Cole Custer.
Benedetto. Up high.
A big run down the straightaway.
How did Mark Truex Jr. get to the outside?
There goes Blaney.
Harvick. Here comes Blaney to the inside, 3 wide.
Oh my goodness, white flag. Look at Cole Custer.
Oh!
Cole Custer.
Come on, Benedetto. Is Custer gonna win?
Cole Custer is gonna get the win. How?
Wow, Custer.
A rookie is going to win Kentucky. Can you believe?
Look at Benedetto on 3rd.
How is Cole Custer to get?
Benedetto, Harvick, Blaney.
Wow.
Cole Custer won this race.
Wow.
Cole Custer?
Wins
Good for him. He did a good job.
I'm telling you, those cars are good.
Incredible. That last race.
How did Cole Custer get the
What that
win?
means?
What?
Benedetto's
That's
next.
gonna put Cole
Benedetto
Custer
next.
in the
Yeah.
All-Star
That's
race
what that
for
means.
Wednesday.
Benedetto's next.
That is the crazy race.
You know what that
all
means?
but unbelievable.
Custer's
You saw the